I don't think he can compete against Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert. Those guys outperform easily. But we depend on that defense. It was that defense that beat the Chiefs. You know,
the Raider way, or the Raider tenets of commitment to excellence, just win, baby. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Raider Nation, stand up. Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitude. When I'm called, this is safety. The safety by Crosby. You too, boy, if you fuck with me. The police are gonna have to come and get me off your ass. That's how I'm going out. For the punk motherfuckers that's showing out. Nation. Intercepted. Good night. Going off on the motherfucker like that. With a gat that's pointed at your ass. What's up? Tell them where you from. Straight out of Compton. Another crazy ass.
Folks, how are you? Welcome inside Allegiant Stadium to Sunday Night Football and the home opener for the Las Vegas.
Hey, real quick, just stay where you are. You don't need to move. Hey, we talked about a f***ing blank piece of paper. First half's over. You know what I'm saying, right? Let's just go out there with that same mentality, that same energy, the same focus, attention to details, and listen, all gas, no brakes.
And looking downfield for Devontae Adams. He's got it.
The number you
Touchdown.
have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No.
It's cool when they do it. It's the problem when we do it.
Yeah, reach my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring it better, bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Time came to crush the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe.
Since Tay knows history, Tay's really good at history. He said last week we was on the wrong side. Well, this week, goddammit, we're on the right side. 63 points, franchise goddamn record.
Salute Raider Nation. Appreciate y'all showing up here tonight, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody here on the panel. Just go through, give a few shout outs real quick, man. Salute to Rudy, salute to Eric, salute to 24 Graphics AJ that's going to be here all on the panel tonight. Salute to Seth, salute to Ozzy, salute to Cortez, salute to Tori, salute to Jason, man. Really do appreciate y'all showing up here tonight. Salute to Harvey, man. Really do appreciate you stopping by too. So basically, man, we're going to talk about a few things tonight, and then we're going to do a mock draft based off the person that we all agree on. So basically, the topic here tonight is going to be who should the Raiders take at 13? Should they take Quentin Mitchell? Should they take J.C. Latham, Bo Nix, or Michael Penix? We have a bunch of highlights that we'll watch, and we can go through them, and then as we go through them, we can talk about them. See basically who's the better team need for our team. And then once we figure out who we decide out of these four people that we want to go off of, then when we do our mock draft, that's who we're going to pick with our mock draft. So pretty much that's how we'll start out here with tonight. Pretty much basically just so the players, if people don't know, Quentin Mitchell, I've pretty much said the whole entire time before we even started doing the mock drafts before this, when the season ended, that Quentin Mitchell was going to be projected to the Raiders for sure. So that was my pick for our team right away. I just want to make a deal clear on my behalf. I've said this the whole time that I feel like if we're going to take a quarterback, it's not going to be Penix. I don't care about the talk or what they say. I think if we're looking at the overall quarterback that can do both, run, pass, fucking do it all, has been doing it all for the last few years, it's going to be Bo Nix at that pick. And I feel like we'll jump ahead of the Broncos, just like I've said. And I've said he's the most pro-ready quarterback that's probably in that deal. He comes from a good system. He knows it very well. I've said, in my personal opinion, I believe it would be Bo Nix before Penix. The only way I see us taking Penix is if Bo Nix is just off the board. He's just, like I said, you can go with all the 40 times or not. There's one thing that hasn't changed in Penix's career. He's never been rushed at any time, no matter how fast he is. And this was something I was talking about people the other day is you don't think over 13 games out of the season that he only had 25 yards. He never had a breakaway. He never had a break off or with the 4.46 40. He never took off. He never had a 20-yard run, never had a 25-yard, 30, 40. You know, it's just kind of hard to believe that you'd have that type of speed. And then in all 4 or 5 years you've played, you've never had a long rushing yard period. So, and like I said, all his yardage has been held about 25 yards total. Again, we'll watch some highlights. We'll see. And again, like I said, we could determine what player or not. I'm just bringing up deals that I've said long before these people on, Chat Sports, this fucking guy, he just keeps wish-washing his shit every time because he's so damn set on, he was so damn set on Jaden Daniels being our guy. Every single deal he was doing. Listen, on April 11th, I have the messages. I messaged him and told him, hey, man, on April 11th, I told him, hey, the people I know saying that Jaden Daniels is getting highly looked at by the frickin' Redskins and that it's most likely going to be him taken by the Redskins. So who do you think that Spencer Rattler would be an option in the 3rd round for somebody to sit on the bench for the next few years? Oh, it's not going to happen. This, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. What happened? Fucking not even 5 days later. 5 days later, he comes out and has a report of, hey, the Redskins are looking at Jaden Daniels hardcore. I said these guys are all about 7 days behind our information. So I don't know how these guys have all these big deals and are way behind on their intel. Look at my thumbnail on Monday. I mean, that was long before they ever reported that he was going to be out, or, like that he wasn't going to be on there. I've been talking about these dudes and had them on my stuff long before these guys have even started talking about it. Then you think it's not funny or coincidence that when he does his first mock draft, he so happened to say that, I wasn't able to take Arnold, so I had to go with Quentin Mitchell at that pick. Why? You weren't on a live. You weren't on a live. You could have restarted that draft pick and had Arnold anytime you wanted. So a lot of these things just don't add up a lot of times when it comes into conversation or how these guys are looking at it. I've messaged and talked to them about these dudes long before we're getting to this point now. I've talked about it on the show. I've talked about it numerous times with everybody. So I think it's crazy that we get to the last week and then all of a sudden these dudes start talking about guys we've been talking about for, fucking months now. And people are like, oh, this is a shock. What's a shock? How come over here at DSR we've been talking about the same damn people the whole time? And then all of a sudden now these dudes get, shafted because we're getting closer, which I've talked about the Jaden Daniels the whole time. I've said it just is not going to happen. And people just want to act like it's a shock right now. People are sitting here acting like if Aiden O'Connell starts this year, it's a shock. I mean, come the hell on, man. I don't understand where you guys get your information or how you get your NFL knowledge, but it's pretty sad if that's how you guys feel. I mean, I feel like here why Gardner Minshew was brought here is because Gardner Minshew does have good stats and he does have, good deal, and he's worked good with other teams, and even with the Colts last year, Salute King of Kings, even with the Colts last year. So he can be a good player. But again, Aiden played damn fucking good last year. So I'm not understanding when he plays under Bo Hardegree, we're just wiping this dude's career right off the board. I said on this channel, the second we got out of the season, I said, I don't care who we draft. I don't care if it's Jaden. I don't care who we draft. It's most likely going to be Aiden, the starting quarterback, dude. I mean, he's going to have a real offensive coordinator. He's going to have real time with his players. I've said it the whole time. Then we start getting down here. Tom Telesco is even advocating now that he's good to roll with Minshew and Aiden, man, that he doesn't have an issue having to draft a quarterback. And now people are like, oh, it's a shocking deal. I just feel like I don't know why people don't, if people know our team or know football or know the history of what we do, why is this channel talking about shit a month before these guys? That's all I'm trying to say. Aren't they the big guys? Aren't they the guys that, Twitter posts, Twitter feed, bullshit, fucking, why are they so far behind? I would just ask that question because if you look at my thumbnails, all my thumbnails are like a month ahead of these guys, easy month ahead of them, man. And then, like I said, we come down to these points, people are acting. I've literally talked on Spencer Rattler just a little while ago. We literally talked about the Bo and all these deals. To me, if I'm just being honest, I don't know if there's an offensive lineman I would take in the first round over Quentin Mitchell, just on if we're not taking a quarterback, because I don't believe that there's an offensive lineman that is better than Quentin Mitchell's, like who he can be as an individual. So for me, I just think offensive lineman is, I don't know if I would do that in the first round. I just think Quentin Mitchell has a way higher ceiling than whatever offensive lineman we get in the first. I mean, you can get one in the second or third and probably still have the same production of somebody in the first. So I don't know, man. Like I said, we're going to watch some highlights, man. We'll talk about it, but just so people know, it's going to be JC Latham, which is going to be a right tackle prospect, man. He was sitting in a third round projection when people were looking at him, but a lot of tape didn't get released on him until just recently. And when his tape got released, he just automatically jumped up drastically on the board. So a lot of people are talking about him. They're almost saying that they almost see him better than Joe Alt. which I don't know. That's a little hard to believe, but like I said, we'll let you guys view the highlights. You take your opinions and put them in the chat as we go. And then, like I said, once we're done watching these 3-4 highlights real quick, then we're going to do a mock draft off of who you all want to go after, So if we all agree on, Bo, then we'll go with Bo. If we all agree with JC Latham, we'll go with Latham. If we agree with Quentin, and we'll try to intervene with everybody in the chat if everybody can keep up when it comes to picking people in each round, So like I said, there's a lot that can happen in the first round. The thing I've said is like, I don't want to trade up. I've said it every single time I've done a mock draft. I've said it since we got out of the year. I don't want to trade up, man. Like, if there's a time we were going to trade, I would prefer to trade the 3rd round pick, man, for Spencer Rattler if he is the guy that we decide to go after quarterback, because everybody else, I think we can get where they're at. I believe that, like, Spencer is probably the only one I've literally done trade possibilities with him. And with all the news of people considering him a day 2 prospect now and, climbing up the boards with multiple people, in the 3rd round, I was kind of projecting us to trade down with Pittsburgh or the Texans, man, to make that trade for Spencer Rattler. So we trade down, they trade up. We get a 84 pick and maybe like a 160, 180, and we give them our 208 pick. That way we get pretty good, consistent back-to-back picks right there, which it's worked out numerous times. The problem is like, now you have Seattle and all other types of people that are looking at him. So now you're kind of closing off that window, because Seattle's literally almost right behind us in that 3rd round. So there's not going to be no trading. If you're going to go for Spencer and people are viewing him that high, you're going to take Spencer at that 77th pick now. And I mean, I don't know if I'd want to do that. I've literally said I'd probably go a little farther down and take like Joe Milton, Jordan Travis, just because of the fact that the players that are on the board that could help our team a lot. I mean, there's a lot of damn good players there, man, just to take a quarterback and act like he's the savior. And, this is something I keep asking people, man, and this is something maybe you guys can keep in mind and maybe reiterate through your own minds. I get it that we're going to have people out here that's like, F the picks, this, that, the other, just get rid of them. All right. I get that. I get that there's that mentality, but I want people to think of these 2 things. One, Tom Telesco knocks his 1st round picks out of the park. He's drafted great for the Chargers, man. It's not his fault that Brandon Staley's a piece of shit fucking coach. It's not his bad. He's built the team. He's put all the players in the place. He has a great roster with those Chargers for a long time. So the first thing I would say is like, one, would you really when it comes down, comes down to it, are you really willing to give up your 1st round picks when you have a guy with his track record? The second thing I would ask is like, if you guys strongly believe that Jaden would be the quarterback, do you guys really truly believe, as Raider fans and as people that want to make us better, you believe that he's the only missing piece to this team? Like, you really believe you would give up your 1st through 5 draft picks and he would fix the team? I don't think so. I think it would take a lot more. I think we're a lot more players than just a quarterback away. I think he would give us help. I mean, I think he would help the team, but I still say you have to have rotational depth. You have to have the depth, man, to be able to go in there and go do business when it gets into the playoffs and start to go to Super Bowl. So salute. Jimothy says, why does Telesco look like he's going to cry every time he talks? I mean, like I say, I don't pay attention to most press conferences or things of those. But long story short, do you guys have anything you want to add on any of the players? So like, you got JC Latham at the right tackle. You have Quentin Mitchell at the cornerback position. You have Michael Penix at the quarterback position. And then you have Bo Nix at the quarterback position. So all those guys are all realistic picks at that pick, at the 13th pick. Without trading, Bo would probably be the only guy you would trade just because of the Broncos. And this is the thing, another thing I keep saying. People say that the Bo and Penix ain't worth the 13th pick, right? That's what Raider fans are saying. You don't think Sean Payton knows what the fuck he's doing, and if he's going to pick Bo at the 11th pick, man, or 12th, that he thinks he's worth it? I mean, why does our fans always think that they know, like, oh, this player that should be at this spot or not, and their draft value isn't there? They don't know shit, dude. They're just couch sitting people that don't, watch or even do anything to begin with. So for me, if Sean Payton's willing to take Bo Nix at the 12th pick, obviously he's worth the pick. So I would just go from there. He says Jaden Daniels will fall to the 4th round, and the Raiders will trade the Cardinals for that pick. I mean, like I've always said, even if he falls, what if the Cardinals want Marvin Harris, or Neighbors? I mean, there's nothing that indicates that they would jump from 4th to 13th when the Cardinals gave up Hopkins and Moore. They don't even have, and fucking Hollywood. The Cardinals are not going to trade that 4th pick, man. And if they trade that 4th pick, it's going to be like to somebody that's like fucking 2 picks away, like 2 picks down or 3 picks down. They're not going to go giving the pick to the 13th pick and miss on their wide receiver. It's just not going to happen. You would have Rome, Neighbors, and Harris go off the board there. I can't see that happening. I don't think that's going to happen. I've said I think the most logic trade in all reality would be the first team. I think would be the first team to give up the trade is going to be the Chargers, for one, because of the fact that Jim's there. He wants to rebuild the team. He's going to want to do it his way. So I believe that he's going to want him having 2 first-round picks at like 11 and 23, like the fucking Vikings. I can see him doing that in a heartbeat. I mean, he can pick up 2 players in one fucking deal. So for me, I can most definitely see him doing that. Again, there's other teams too. I mean, when you get to the Giants, you get to the Titans, all these people to just trade back a few positions. They're targeting offensive linemen and DNs. They're going to be there at the 13. It's just the people that are targeting wide receivers and quarterbacks. They're not going to be there at 13. So in my personal opinion, I don't think the Cardinals would give up that pick. And that's just my personal opinion. Did you see Mitchell's stat compared to Trevor Lawrence? Yeah, I did. And I've seen he even has lesser games and still has better stats. I mean, well, no, he had a few more games. He had like 59, and I think Trevor has like 50. But I think Trevor had like 11,000 yards and he had like 9,000 yards. But his touchdown to interception ratio was pretty fucking good for Gardner Minshew versus Trevor Lawrence's touchdown to interception. And I'm just going off what I remember seeing. So that's pretty much what I've seen. And yeah, you are right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Gardner Minshew has all the tangibles to do it. And, just so we can see this too, I'm going to bring up what's his name's highlights too, because I feel like people are just going right past fucking Aiden O'Connell, man. He was no slouch, dude. I mean, Aiden O'Connell had good years in Purdue. I've said the guy has literally put up Aiden O'Connell literally put up my bad. Aiden O'Connell literally put up like 5 pretty damn good record-setting games over there, and when he was in college. And then not only that, he had like some dude. He beat, like I said, he beat number fucking 2 Michigan. He played against him. I mean, I think it was the Tennessee game. He had one of the best comebacks there were, dude, where he was down like 4 fucking touchdowns, came back double overtime and won that shit. I mean, Aiden's put up big yards in college, man. 400 or 500 yards, dude. He's put up 6-7 touchdowns. I mean, Aiden ain't no slouch, dude. And I've said if the team in college will give him the people that they need and shit. And I mean, and again, listen, if you just look at the Chargers game, man, even though the Chargers game laid down, it doesn't matter if the team laid down. What matters in that video is, and the tape is if Aiden has protection, Aiden is fucking good. He got a great arm. He's got great accuracy. Him being in the pocket where people say he can't run, go watch him in Purdue. Motherfucker can run. He was run, get plays all the fucking time. So I don't understand. He ain't no fucking, run down the field for 50 fucking yards. But for him to run and pick up a first down, it's not like he never did it in college. He did it all the time. I said Bo Hardegree was his offensive coordinator. You know why Aiden couldn't fucking do that? Because Bo didn't teach him how, when he seen progressions, how to get the fuck out of the progressions when he was in college. Bo said, these are going to be your plays. Figure out who you can can get it to the fastest. That's like literally what Bo set him up to do. Like Bo didn't tell him like, hey, after 2 and this guy breaks down here, you need to start looking for open and move the fucking ball or move out of the pocket. Like Bo Hardegree didn't do that. And Aiden can't be faulted for that. Aiden didn't come out of college being a mobile scrambling quarterback. So when fucking the pocket broke down like Russ when he went to Seattle, he was able to run around because he was a mobile moving fucking quarterback. So he was going to use his legs. Aiden don't have that. So I don't understand why people are just sitting there like just write him off. You guys even look at what he's done in the last 4 games of the season, dude. He went for 859 yards, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He had fucking played the Chiefs in one of those games, dude, and only completed passes in the first quarter and didn't complete in the last 3 and still put up those yards. Like, how is he garbage, dude? And that's with Bo Hardegree. Like, I think you guys are surpassing a lot of shit. I get it that Minshew is here, but guess what? Minshew's been in the NFL for multiple fucking years. And guess what? There's been multiple fucking teams that's needed a starting quarterback. So if Minshew was a starting quarterback caliber person, he would have already been on a fucking team and stayed there, dude. So I'm just saying, I think you guys are surpassing what they're doing. People are like, look at how much they paid him. Good. We paid Jimmy, and he is a fucking backup at $12 million too. We paid Mariota backup at $12 fucking million. Like, giving him the money isn't that. What we did is tell Gardner Minshew, listen, man, you have a chance to fight for the starting job. You could probably have it or probably not. But the thing is that if you don't get it, we'll still pay you good enough to not want to leave and stay here. Like, there's a chance you can still be the starter, just like in the Colts later on in the season. So, like I've said, I think a lot of people are looking at this all the wrong way. And it's just like, well, look at the roster here, dude. I mean, we have people on our roster that are on the offensive line that are actually pretty fucking good, man. There's this dude we picked up, Ben.
Like Thayer Munford, man. Like,
Thayer Munford.
I hate to interrupt you, but man, Munford was supposed to beat out Illuminor for the starting job heading into camp. And Illuminor barely got it. So we're sleeping on a lot of guys on the line. Plus, we just picked up Cody White here, who was a new pickup about a couple days ago. So he could solidify that right guard spot and take Van Roten's job. Well, if Van Roten's still on the team, he has his spot right there.
He's not on the team.
Yeah, my point.
Yeah, Rattler was gonna be a 65-70. That's what I said. I think Rattler will be in that in that 3rd round projection. Melton's the name. Yeah, but for me, like I said, we'll go through the roster. We'll show you guys some of the people. We'll even look at some of them because a lot of people I think a lot of people are looking at it a lot of like wrong. I mean, I think I don't think people are even looking at the depth chart for one. And if they're looking at the depth chart, they're probably looking at last year's depth chart intertwined in it, because there's a lot of things in there where people will be saying stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's not even true. I mean, if you go over here, for instance, and you go, where is it? So you come over here and you go look at our quarterbacks. You have Anthony Brown, Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, which Anthony Brown, little mobile dude we signed last year, future deal, which was from the Ravens, which he's a little mobile, but he's never done shit. The guy ain't never done anything. Then you come here to the running backs. You have Mir Abdullah, which we've signed. He's going to be here. He will be here this upcoming year. Then you have Britton Brown. I've said this dude and Sincere McCormick, all these guys can break out. I don't know who the hell this Tyreek McAllister is. I mean, I don't know who he is. I don't know nothing about him, to be honest. So I don't even know where he even came from, but I can't look him up because every time I try to look him up, it just says
he's from the XFL, I think, or the USFL.
Yeah, it just says if a page was recently created here, it's not visible yet because of delay and update. I just don't know who he is physically, but when you look at Alexander Madison, we signed him from the Vikings, so he's going to most likely be here. Sincere and Britton, those guys have been on the practice squad over the last few years, hoping for something to happen, but we don't know if it's going to happen. Zamir White,
definitely the premier back.
That's him.
Yeah,
Zamir White has the best.
I think Zamir and Alexander are going to most definitely be your two main people just going
then
in
you
just
have-
off of record. And then you're going to look at Amir Abdullah's had
As a
the
third down
good
back.
special teams and third down. And then you're going to have like Britton and Sincere. They're going to have to battle it out. And somebody's going to have to just
that's
show
something to
up
watch
to
preseason.
offset the whole thing. Yeah, somebody's going to have to show up massively this upcoming year. It's the only way that one of those guys will get a job because, like I've said, Zamir and Alexander are pretty much locks. Alexander's going to bring that receiving on the outside, plus that catching, plus big body guy, and then you got Amir doing the same thing. I just see Britton and Sincere. That's why I keep thinking drafting a halfback. I don't know if we'll draft a halfback because Britton Brown has shown that he can do some damage. So, if you were to put in Sincere McCormick, I've said he's most definitely can. It's just his health, So, long story short, the more you look at the running backs, it almost is like, I don't know if you really need to, exert a fucking top pick on the halfback position. You could almost get Carson Steele in like the 6th round, dude from UCLA that got a, receiving, rushing type halfback that'll just motherfuck people and throw them into this mix. And damn, you'd probably have a pretty good deal. So to me, I don't think I would waste a pick going in the top. But the wide receivers, the more you look at this is probably most definitely a position of need. Most definitely. You have Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, DJ Turner, and Christian Wilkerson. DJ Turner and Wilkerson have just been backups over the last few years. They've altered in and out over injury, but those are just pretty much going to be squad players. Filler or squad players, but we're going to most definitely draft a fucking wide receiver and probably pick one up for sure in free agency. There's just no way we're rolling with Devontae, Jacoby, and Tucker. We're getting another dude. So I'd most definitely look at in the draft, we will pick up a wide receiver. I strongly see it. Tight end, I don't know if we'll take a tight end because
tight end, we're set.
Yeah, you start looking at these. Harrison Bryant, blocking tight end. He's got good mobility. You got Cole Fotheringham, which came on last year in a few games. I got to get a few passes, got a few good games. The Zach Gentry. Gentry, I'm not really too familiar on the guy, but it says played college for Michigan from 15 to 18, originally recruited as a quarterback. Gentry switched to tight end as a freshman after Coach Harbaugh said he would go to the NFL as a tight end. Professional career, he's 6'8". God damn, motherfucker. Big old motherfucker. 205 pounds.
I thought Johnny Walker was tall,
He runs a 4.77 40, so he's not really too fast of a guy, but tight ends aren't usually, meant to be too fast of people. Gentry was drafted by Pittsburgh in the 5th round, 141st overall of the 2019 NFL draft. The Steelers originally acquired the selection in the trade that sent Antonio Brown to the Oakland Raiders. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Fucking Gentry caught his professional pass for 4 yards in week 15 against the Buffalo. Let's just see if he's ever really done anything. So if we go from Pittsburgh, so he's been with Pittsburgh his whole career. And if you look at last year and the year before were the 2 years he does got decent production, even with the minimal amount snaps he has. He's played in all 17 games. He fucking has 19 receptions for 167. This dude getting 8 yards per carry and almost 9 per catch. Then you're looking at in 2022, 130, on the same receptions, he's down almost 30 yards and he's down almost 2 yards per average. But let's be real, their quarterbacks suck dick, so I wouldn't really falter him for all of that. So I'm not going to say this guy right here couldn't be a good ad. I won't say that at all. So he can be a sneaky good backup player for sure. So if we're just sitting here looking at this, you got Bryant Mayer. I don't know who this John Samuels sneaker dude is because it's going to tell me that same shit that he was just created. So I don't know who he is, but when you look at it, so if you're just looking at Harris, Fotheringham, Zach and Mayer, if I'm just guessing just off my top of my head, I'm just going to say it's going to be Zach, Michael, and Harris. I think Cole Fotheringham will go back to the practice squad and that's where he'll sit. But I think Mayer, Zach, and Harris will be our starters. So again, I don't think we'll take a tight end in the draft. So right now, for me, I mean, if we're taking a halfback, it'll be at the end of the draft, and I don't see us taking a tight end at all. Then when you get here to the offensive line, it's like this guy right here I was talking about, Ben Brown. This guy right here, it's not like he's a bad player at all, dude. So basically in his college career as a true freshman in Ole Miss in 2017, Brown redshirted the following year. He became a starter at right guard and started every game, not allowing any sacks on 446 passing plays while earning Southwestern Conference SAC all freshman honors while being one of the 3 freshmen nationally to start every game at his position. In 2019, Brown started all 12 games, allowing only 1 sack while playing a total of 765 snaps on the offensive guard and 99 at center. Brown transitioned to being a center full-time in 2020 and started all 10 games, being named to the watch list for the Remington Trophy as the best center nationally. He continued starting as a senior in 2021, but ended up missing the final half of the year after tearing his bicep in the final minutes of the Ole Miss game against Tennessee. He finished his college career having started 40 consecutive games. And why isn't anybody talking about this guy? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the guy is a bad player or he hasn't done nothing. I mean, the dude has pretty good stats. It's shown that he can play at the right guard position, which is obviously a position of need for us at the moment. And not only that, he can play center. So for me, I get it, like where we've been and what we're doing. But I think, like I've said, I just think where people think we don't have people, I feel like we most definitely do. This McKenzie guy, I've looked him up. He's actually a pretty decent dude too. He has comes from the same type of deal. But like I've said, I think, like I said, Dalton Wagner, fucking Dylan Parham, Thayer Munford, Dalton Wagner and Thayer Munford are going to be the tackles. So I don't know why we're just sitting over here saying like, oh, hell, our fucking tackles suck. Thayer Munford doesn't suck. I mean, he's done pretty decent over the last few years. And got to remember, he kept rotating with fucking Illuminati the whole time. So he never got to just have the position and play it. And Jordan Meredith, dude, he had really good grade. Go look him up, dude. He was rated at like an 89 in pass and run. He actually had one of the better grades than our whole team in that deal. And people just bypass him like he's nothing. You know, Cody Whitehair, he's going to be a rotational player. The reason why is unless Dylan Parham is getting moved from the left guard to right guard, it would make zero sense to put Cody Whitehair at the right guard. He's only played that position a few times. Cody Whitehair's position is center or left guard. That's his dominant position. So it makes zero sense to take a fucking 30-some-odd-year-old dude and then just put him over and be like, yeah, you're going to become our right guard, when there's fucking all kind of right guards in free agency right now that can play the right guard fucking position. I think Cody Whitehair was brought here because he knows the system. He knows the fucking way that he's going to run it. And I think he'll be a great rotational player, center, left guard, right, but it's not going to be designated right. I'll guarantee it. It would make zero sense. Why wouldn't you just get what's his name, Connor Beebe, in the second round and put him at the fucking right guard, dude? I mean, why don't you put Ben Brown at the fucking right guard? I mean, it doesn't make sense to go take a dude that's fucking in his 35 and move him over there. It just to me, it just make absolutely no sense. I mean, and going on, so I think, like, yes, we will get a player here, but I don't think it's going to be the player you guys think. I think we'd probably target a guard. I think we would target a guard. The guard is more crucial to our offensive line than the tackle. I've literally said what Dalton Wagner, everybody talked up Wagner when we had him. Everybody liked the fuck out of him. He ended up getting injured and get sent to the deal, which people were claiming that they just stashed him, you know. So for me, I would just say I would roll with these dudes and see what's going to happen with them first. I just want to go designate that much draft stock to putting it out there like that. When it comes to the D and D tackles, I've said I think that the D tackle position will most definitely it's probably going to be the D tackle. I mean, when you sit here and you look, you got Butler, you have Adam Matthew, you got Max, you got John Jenkins, you got Malcolm Coons, McCall, Robinson, Silva, Smith, fucking Snowden, Charles, Wilkins, Wilson, and Young. I know a lot of people are talking like if Young is going to get dropped. I mean, he can most definitely, but fuck. I mean, come on, man. I don't even know who the hell that dude. Let's go look at this guy real quick. Fucking sophomore. He finished second on the team with 7.5 tackles and lost 2.5 sacks, interception, junior honorables. 11. He's 6'6", 243. Undrafted by Chicago. Promoted the active roster, advanced Green Bay. Swan would make his first NFL career. Signed a future reserve. Tampa Bay signed practice squad. Sign him reserve. I mean, I would just say this guy is a camp body. I mean, if I'm just being off of fucking just by what I see, I would probably just think camp body. Byron Young's gonna have to step his shit up. I've said Tyree Wilson, like when Scout made his post talking about, old Tyree's gonna take over fucking Malcolm's spot and they're not gonna get him. That's bullshit. One, Telesco talked about it the second that he got here, that he would rather sign people on our team than go out and fucking sign free agency. Everybody knows that Malcolm is going to fucking show up and show out. Like, he's just been on the post waiting. I've said he'll probably be around the $14 to $16 million range, and I would lock his ass up right away. If it was me, I'd wait till we're in midseason, see where they're at, and then if he's producing in midseason, I would most definitely fucking try to get him at that 14, 16 for at least a 3-4 year contract, man, and then go from there. I want to try to go 5 and just, sucker him. I would just tell him like, hey, well, let's get you for a few years, give you the money that you're, equivalated to, and let's go from there. And I think that I personally think that Kuntz will do it because he likes Malcolm Kuntz or likes Mad Max. So I believe he would do it. And I've said this the whole time. I think Tyree Wilson's going to be a rotational player at the DNDT, and the way that his build is and the frame that he's getting, just like I talked about last year, when you go from a college kid to a fucking man in the NFL, his body's going to start filling out a lot more. It's going to start giving him like the DeForest Buckner feel, which I've said that the whole entire time. And you look at him in workouts and training and so on right now, I'm going to just tell you, I think he'll end up getting paid as a DN or DT at the end when his time comes. And I believe that they're going to try to keep him on the inside, outside. They're not going to let him just take over. He's not going to take over just Kuntz's spot. If Kuntz comes out like he did last year, this year, fuck, Tyree better pack his lunch because it's going to be a tough fucking day for him. So if you look at Smith, you look at Smith and everything. I mean, I don't really know this guy much either. Where was he? He was selected in the 4th round. Not right now. The 4th round with the 116th pick. Can you tell your mom shut off the dang heater, please? Smith signed his 4-year rookie contract with the Giants on May 25th, 2020. Placed on the injured reserve. Start the season. Active injured reserve. So he was waived by the Giants, signed practice squad in New York, was released on the 1st. So again, this is probably another guy that's just going to be another camp body person that's going to come in. He's going to probably go through the OTAs, everything. So they need the players. That's who I would just say this guy. So when you're looking at it, you look at Smith and Snowden, those probably dudes.
She's taking a shower, so she said after
all right.
she's done.
All right.
Daddy.
And then Savannah, I'm doing my deal. Just be for a little bit. This guy, frickin' Minnesota, 4th round, 134th overall, signed 4-year rookie contract in Minnesota, placed on the injury reserve, permanently ending his rookie season. Robinson was waived in 2022. He signed the practice squad a day later. Philadelphia. Again, another guy that's probably just fucking nothing. So like I've said, I think it'll either be a DN, DT for sure. Probably both. Probably sign a DT and DN. This guy I like right here. I mean, I like McCall. I think McCall is going to be really good at. I think he was a great player to pick up. And I'm kind of excited for this guy. So I would like to most definitely see what he can bring to the team this year. Because he's a big old gap-eating little bastard right there. Jenkins, Adam Butler, Matthew, Jenkins, and if McCall can play pretty well, there you go. Jade Severa going to go to the fucking practice squad again. Well, you got Christian Wilkins. So, like I said, you'll probably end up moving off of Jade or Byron Young probably by the end of that day. And DN is probably going to be most definitely a position of need when you're looking at that roster right there. So I don't even know if you would focus on a DT, to be honest, when you're looking at it. I think we're going to focus on a DN. So far I'd be looking at, if we were going to get a quarterback, wide receiver, offensive lineman, and a DN, you go to your linebackers. You have Amari Burney. I liked him, dude. He's coming along as he goes. Darren Butler played pretty damn good. Divine Diablo, Luke Masterson. I like this fucking dude right here. I talked about him a lot. I like the guy a lot. So for me, I'd like to see where this guy goes to in his career going forward. But long story short, like I said, I like this guy a lot. So I would most definitely go here. I mean, like I said, I don't think linebacker, all these positions people think are crucial needs are as big a needs as they think. I mean, if you add a linebacker there, it's not going to kill you. I mean, but I don't think it's just this massive fucking glaring need. I mean, Luke Masterson played very good, dude. I mean, to sit there and just negligate what he's done. Robert Spillane's played very good. Divine Diablo, he's shown that he can play very good. It's just that about
the injury bug.
You know, it's his injuries is just that kind of get him. Darren Butler played pretty damn good. Amari Burney played very damn good. So, like I said, if you threw a linebacker in there, I wouldn't be too worried, you know. But when you start getting here, the defensive backs, dude, you know, it's like this guy right here. He's just a fucking camp body. That's for damn sure. This guy ain't done shit. So I know damn well he's just going to be a camp body. That's for sure. He's been released and moved on from every team he's been across. You know, Jacorian Bennett was ranked 125 out of 127 out of cornerbacks last year, and people are saying he can have a breakout year, which, you know, he's tied to us because he's obviously on a fucking contract. So obviously he's going to have another year for sure. But I think Jacorian Bennett becomes the Meek Robinson of our team, and he's just going to have to show out every year till he shows up. Then you look at Marcus Epps, solid player. Brandon Faison, I mean, I'd like to see what he can do. I mean, I liked him when he was here the first time. But I'm not going to say like this dude's the savior to our corners. You look at fucking Grant. I like Grant. Nate Hobbs, good player. Jack Jones, great player. Morick, good. Polamalu, good. Smith, okay. Webb, okay. You know, so it's not like we're really hindering in the safety cornerback position either. You know, we can most definitely use a corner. Like, we can most definitely use a corner. I mean, if we put Quentin Mitchell in this fucking deal over here with, you know, say that you got Quentin Mitchell, you got frickin' Jack Jones, then you're going Faison and fucking, Nate Hobbs, Faison, and maybe a Sam Webb and a Jacorian Bennett at the end. I mean, that's a great fucking corner little group right there, you know? So, like I've said, I think people ain't paying attention to needs of the team, to be honest. I mean, if we're just looking at needs of the team, it would be quarterback if you're just trying to upgrade it at all times, because that's something you should do. Then the wide receiver, for sure, you're going to most definitely need one or two. I mean, you're going to most definitely need one or two receivers for damn sure. It's 5 receivers on every roster, and these two, DJ Turner and Wilkerson, aren't going to do it. Tucker would become the special teams player, so I don't see why Turner wouldn't be on the active roster. Wilkinson can most definitely work his way there. He's tried to in the past, so I'm not going to say he's going to be like the 5th receiver, but I know we're drafting a receiver for sure. We're not getting tight end. I just can't see that. Offensive lineman for sure. DN for sure. I don't think we'll take a DT. I don't see any reason for it. Frickin', unless you're just getting rid of Byron Young and Jade. If you get rid of Byron Young, Jade, and then fucking McCall don't work, then maybe I can see us getting a fucking DT. But I mean, if you're just looking at the DT, Butler, Matthew, Jenkins, and Wilkins, and then you got Tyree, which is going to be labeled D and DT, I don't see any reason why you're drafting a defensive tackle at any point in this fucking draft. You would want a DN. You want a defensive end, dude. We do not have a defensive end here that's got any type of provenness outside of fucking Max Crosby and fucking Malcolm Kuntz. So it's going to be 100% a fucking defensive end. Guarantee it. And then just like I said, over here in the linebacker, I mean, if you're taking a late linebacker, I can see it. But don't get me wrong. If you have a Peyton Willis up in the early round and you can grab him like a third or second or something, you know, like get a sneaky deal on Peyton Willis, I can see us doing that because he would bring massive value to that team. But if we're just looking for, you know, names later on, I don't see it. I just can't see it. It would just be a 6th, 7th round pick that would grab him, maybe 5th. I think the defensive back is most definitely a crucial position. So, I mean, just like I said, I just want to take a second, show people just so they can see. But I think a lot of people aren't seeing a lot what people think, you know, like here we have good people, positional need people. You got to remember, we still have free agency. We have to fill a 90-man roster. We're going to be picking and signing up a lot of young dudes, man, that are on young contracts that end up being good players that make the fucking team. So it's not going to just make sense. Go out there and pick up all these dudes, all these things. I've said the whole entire time, I believe where we'll get our deal, at is going to be, where was it? Like right here, I think it's going to be the right guard. It's going to be the right guard, man. I've said it. I've said Dalton Wagner is a fucking beast, bro. And this dude is a big old motherfucker. He ain't no little slouch dude. I mean, this dude right here is 6'8", 320 fucking pounds. Max was talking about him all year last year in practice and shit, saying like, hey, this dude is hard as hell to get up and around this guy, man. Like he said, this dude was a big dude. And I've said, I don't understand how everybody just forgot about who the hell this guy was, when he had a decent camp. So for me, I don't think that the right tackle is as big a need as people are making it out to be. I think it's the right guard. The right guard is 100% the spot where I think it's at, man. But long story short, we'll go into the highlights. So we're going to hop over to the first highlight, man. It's going to be freaking JC Latham, no volume, just so you guys know. So don't ask for it. We'll watch him for a few minutes, you know, and then we're going to switch up, go to Quentin and so on. And then by the time we're done watching him, we'll do a mock draft and then we'll go from there. And then, like I said, we got the draft here in 8 days. We will do a final mock here on our channel for the players, man. So tonight, like I said, this mock isn't going to be in stone. It's going to be the one we're probably on Friday, probably Saturday is when we'll do it. But, because what is the draft start? Thursday?
It's next Thursday. I think
maybe we might do it on Monday, but I think maybe Saturday probably would be a good place to look on Saturday. So might do it on Saturday. But long story short, the first one we're going to watch is going to be JC Latham's highlights, man. It just come out just a little while ago. Not a lot of people had a lot of tape on this guy. They're projecting him to be one of the best, if not the best, right tackle in this draft right now. So if we were to pick a pick at 13, the odds are Joel will probably be off the board. So they would project JC Latham, the way he plays, his aggressiveness. And yes, he was a projected 3rd round pick until just here a few weeks ago because of the tape being released. So long story short, just watch him, see what you guys think. This guy's a little mauling motherfucker. So, I mean, I would just, like I said, just pay attention to what this dude does. And like at the end, we'll all decide on what we want to go for the draft. So we'll go here with JC, bring him up here. Fucking about take out the music because can't have music on this shit. And he's a right tackle, just for you guys to know. This dude's got speed. He's got build. He's a bully. This guy's a fucking bully, dude. And the thing that I like about him, just watching him on some tape just recently, is he's just a fucking aggressive bastard. You see where everybody else is stopping? This dude's like, yep, get the hell out of here. This dude, not only that, he can pick up blocks. Like I think there's going to be one coming up here soon where he cuts all the way under, all the way to the other side for a run play. And I mean, this guy, dude, he got a great fucking motor on him, man. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. If you got this dude at the right tackle, I mean, boy, I'm not going to lie. He'd be a little mauling bastard. Look at him. He just doubled both those fools. He just cracked that one dude to the ground and then picked up that other guy like nothing. But there's something here that I would pay attention to, too, like watching this guy's tape. There's a lot of tape where he has a tight end on the outside of him, too, and a lineman. You know, like he has dudes on the outside of him a lot of times. But then you'll see plays like these where he faces up. Like, he plays pretty good. I ain't going to lie. And not only that, he got good in the run. He's good in the pass. I mean, this dude goes right after people every time. But you see how they have 2 on his side? They do that a lot, man, over there. And I don't know if that's just scheme. But see, again, 2 dudes again. Fucking 3. They had 3 over there. This dude's a fucking mauler, man. I mean, I'll give him that. This guy don't mess around, man. And you look at the rest of his line, like some of these guys will be quitting on their deal when they're done. This guy, fuck, he'd bully one dude and go right on to the next guy and start bullying him too. And you look how he always throws dudes to the outside like that. He just, when he gets them in, he'll just push them out. Whoop, see you later. Just clears the gap, dude. I mean, this guy, I'm not going to lie, he's aggressive, man. Look at that dude. Tried to sucker in, and then he caught him, too, and moved back out off of him like nothing, man. Look at that. Boom. That was a sweet-ass play. I'm not even going to lie. If you see that dude, how he stutter-stepped him to move inside, I'm not going to lie. So, like, look, that's probably like a really, really, really good play to watch because you watch this. He goes in. It's not that big, was it? That dude fucking tried to suck in on him. Right there. See how he tried to move in and then he caught him and moved back out instantly? He didn't. Most people would suck in on that play. He fucking didn't suck in at all, dude. I mean, that was a pretty damn good play. I ain't gonna lie. That was really good awareness on his behalf on that one for sure. Yeah, bro. Yeah, not right now, man. We're doing this, all right? All right, can you guys go out for right now, please? What? I told you when we're done, so go, please. In probably 30 minutes or so. Go now. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, for the dude, if we were to pick him to be our right tackle, the problem is like, okay, if you pick him in the first round, what are you picking to guard the next round? So we're gonna go fucking tackle guard to start off our draft. I mean, I don't know if I'd do all that, man. I mean, I've said it. You can go and get tackle and guard in free agency or trade for one. I don't know why we would give up that much draft compensation to go after that dude. But the one thing I would say, if you guys, watching that video right there, is that fucking guy don't give up much on his side at all. Like, he don't give up much space. He don't give up much room to the quarterback. He'll be playing a lot more stiffer competition for dang sure. Obviously being in the NFL, but I mean, let's be real. That guy right there, he ain't a slouch player, man. So if he's a real option there, I'd probably consider him. But like I said, my guy is Quentin Mitchell. Okay, I've said Quentin Mitchell is real deal Holyfield motherfucker at the cornerback. Salute Domenish, appreciate you, bro. Frickin' salute to everybody that's all coming in, man. Appreciate all you guys stopping by. Appreciate everybody that's been through here talking and everything. Like, I really do appreciate all you guys, man. And we will go through some of this chat conversation here in a few minutes. Just want to kind of go over the videos real quick so everybody can get a grasp on them, and then we can start talking about the people. But outside of it, like I said, JC Letha, man, for right tackle would be real deal. I'm just trying to say I think the right guard position would probably be more crucial to us. And speaking of it, it's probably a guy I'll probably bring up his highlights so we can watch him, which is going to be like, I think they call him Bebe or BB or fucking, what is it, Connor Bebe, Connor Bebe, whatever his name is. Salute Robert Pena. Appreciate you, bro, man. Really do appreciate you, man. But long story short, we'll probably bring up him because he's the guy I think we should target in the second round, dude. He would be a massive add to the team because I think it would be a mistake to try to run a right guard and right tackle rookie on the same line in the same year. I think it'd just be dumb as hell. You would have a center, left guard, left tackle that are all veterans, and then you just have your right guard and right tackle that are fucking rookies. They don't make no sense. I think it would be dumb. I don't think it would be smart. And I think what would be the smartest thing to do is to run with Deere Munford or Dalton Wagner and then draft your damn corner or your guard and then let him be the rookie. So he's protected by your veteran center and your veteran frickin' right tackle. And even though, Luminor or Munford isn't considered technically a veteran, he does have 2-3 years in the league, so he would most definitely have more play time than any of them, and I think it'd just be smart for me. So the next highlight we'll hop into real quick. So we watched JC Leatham. He's an option at the 13th pick, so most definitely. So you guys seen the video on him. So like I said, just keep in mind, we're going to go to Quentin Mitchell. This is a guy, I think he's a powerhouse corner. Yeah, bro. Go. He's a powerhouse corner. The dude just is a great player. This guy, I'm telling you, this dude has Raider written all over him, dude. He is a fucking hard-hitting player, dude. He's all over people. This guy is no slouch fucking dude. I've said the second I watched him, man, when people were talking about Arnold coming, I said, oh, hell no. Quentin Mitchell is a Raider, bro. This dude plays with energy, man. And not only does he play with energy, he is like a fucking blanket, dude. He is just blanketed people. So for me, man, I like Quentin. If I'm just going to be real with you guys, Quentin and Bo are my two dudes instantly. Like it's not even a debate. So we'll go over here to Quentin now. We'll watch Quentin's highlights real quick and then but this guy right here, this guy is a savage, bro. I love this guy. I'm not even gonna lie. This guy gives you goosebumps, man, just watching him. He just has so much dog in him, dude. And if you put him over here on the line with fucking Jack Jones, oh man, I only fear what people think. This dude runs a 4.3 40, dude. He ain't no slow ass dude either. That was a Jack Jones pick, right? Look at that. He just leveled the shit out of that dude. Just what the fuck out of here. Look at this dude. All his hits are just straight dog ass hits, dude. Like this dude don't fucking look at that. Look at that, dude. He just jumps over the top, says suck his nuts, and swat the ball right over that motherfucker. Like literally. He fucking made him suck his nuts and look at this guy. Strip sack and fucking gets the ball. This guy is ruthless, man. He's just ruthless. He's all over dudes. This guy, I don't know why dudes ain't got this guy higher up on the board, because this dude should be the number one corner off the board. This guy plays with such aggression. It's not even funny, man. And the way he blankets on people, his athleticism, his speed. Oh man, you put this guy on our team, boy. I'll take him over fucking Penix and them at 13. I don't give a fuck. I'll take this guy all day. You put him out there with Jack Jones, and I don't care if fucking Mahomes gonna have hell trying to complete passes to his fucking players. I don't care who he got. You look how scrappy this dude is. Look at him in the air, dude. He's just a scrapper, bro. He's flexing shit, dude. Fucking legs sprawled out. Fucking look how fast he is. This fucking guy all over it. This guy makes such beautiful fucking coverage, dude. He's just he's blankets dudes. This guy blankets them. He runs with his arm, literally holding him like fucking hold my pocket, bitch. Like this dude he's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I'm telling you right here. Look at all these bats, dude. This dude, he's like playing volleyball over here, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. This guy is really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy is phenomenal, man. And I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking at Raiders, if you're looking at the Raiders mystique, the mentality of who we are, what we do, we've been known to have fucking scrappy ass corners our whole entire franchise career. You're telling me we can have this dude and Jack Jones on the same fucking team for the next 4, 5, 6 years? Fuck, I'm all about it. I'd be all about it, dude. Like, in a heartbeat. And I'm telling you, this would be the pick I would probably more favor over anybody. I don't think our tackle is that big of a need. I think this guy in our backfield, dude, he will shut shit down. This guy will shut shit down.
Yeah.
He's just aggressive, dude. He's hella aggressive, man. Every play you see, he don't have no separation. Every play. You would think you would find a play of this guy being out of position, trying to catch back up to get a dude. And then no, not with this fucking guy. He'll fucking volleyball, fucking have him suck his nuts, get plays, dude. Like, literally. I'm telling you, that play that he did that on was just badass. He came over the backside of that fool, slapped the ball right out of his fucking hands, and then put his fucking dick right in his mouth, dude, all at the same time. I mean, I'm telling you, this dude, oh, man, I'll take that dude in a heartbeat. I ain't even going to lie. I'll take him in a heartbeat, man. Freaking. Yeah. All right, let's go look at Penix. We'll look at Penix's highlights.
Very physical corner. For sure.
Go. Yeah, he's fucking physical as it comes, man. I mean, this dude don't mess around. So this is tape on Michael. It's gonna be Michael Penix tape, man. Freaking. So basically, it's just gonna show a few teams. Texas, I think Michigan, somebody else. Just gonna show a few. It's like I said, man, I'm not really Michael Penix dude, man. I mean, I get it. He has a good arm. He's got good deals, but I mean, like I've said, I just think for what we're looking for, he's not the mobile second chance player you're looking. He had a good college team. He has a great offensive line in the Washington. I mean, it's not like this dude was hindering in any means. He had a great number 1 wide receiver and number 2 wide receiver. I mean, both of them are going to go projectedly high in the draft. I mean, probably in the first and third round easily, maybe even the second round. But like I said, this guy didn't have a slouch team in any means. So for me, it's like I said, if you're just looking for a pocket passing quarterback, then this would be the guy I would go for. But if we're looking for a guy that's got to have mobility, second chances, open up the field more, I'm just gonna go with fuck. That should have been a fucking penalty right there. He was well across the line when he threw that ball. But long story short, when you're looking at players with what we do within our division, you know, it's like here, for instance, like it's a great pass there, but in the NFL, he would have probably needed to run there because that wouldn't have been open in that type of aspect, you know. And that's the things that just kind of baffle me about this guy is like, how do you have the yardage you have, but you just have 25 rushing yards in the whole season? Like shit like that doesn't add up, you know. And then like, so you see like right there, right? He has a decent run there, but what? He don't have another run the whole fucking season? Like you don't have another run the whole season? That's like almost 15, 20 yards right there. This dude only's had one season, I think over maybe 50 or 100 yards at best. So that's all I'm trying to say is like, where in the hell does this guy, why does he not have the yardage when it comes to running the ball is all I would say. And I'm not going to say he can't do it because it's like you see plays right here. You see him do it. There's nothing saying that he can't. But if people are sitting here saying that, oh, Penix in his division and this and that, he's more worthy than Bo, that's fucking crazy. That's bullshit. That's not even true. It's not even true. Bo threw for 4,500 yards, fucking 45 touchdowns and 3 fucking interceptions. I mean, Bo ain't slouching at any means, dude. Like, Bo getting his shit done. But for me, I just don't see. For me, I'm just not a fucking. I don't want Penix, man. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll pass, man. Yeah, Matt. That's what I'm saying. I would go after Cooper. Beebe is who I would go in that second round, man. That's exactly the way I would go. And if it was up to me, I would go, if it was up to me, I would most definitely go Quentin Mitchell in the first round and then BB in that second round, and then just see who's on the board in the third coming up. Like again, probably more focused in that aspect if it was up to me, if I was able to look at it. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not much of a Penix dude, man. Like I would just kind of pass on the Penix if it was me. Other people who criticize players just because the schools don't evaluate players properly. I mean, that's facts. And Timothy, Bo Nix's tape is fucking phenomenal, bro. And that's why I keep saying every person that knows what I've done or what I've seen, people know like straight up that I've said straight up that it's been Bo for me to begin with. So like Bo has been my main dude from the get-go. So I haven't pushed off of him. I've been on him the whole entire time. I've literally said I think he's going to be the better quarterback in this whole draft. I mean, I think he would be the best one for us. I just think, personally for me, when you're looking at what we're trying to do or what we're going to try to accomplish, I think it would just be smarter to target a Bo Nix than it would be to go after Penix. And that's just in my personal opinion. So I don't want people to sit and think like, oh man, you think this or that. Listen, I just think for what we're looking for as an overall team, it would just make more sense to go after a Bo Nix for our team, our system, for what we're looking at. And then, like I said, we'll go over to Bo now, watch some of his freaking deal. And then I just want to show Aiden, and then we can do a mock draft real quick. And we can go ask people out here real quick who you guys want to go with for our pick. I mean, I'm going to just say mine out. I'm picking damn fucking Quentin Mitchell. I don't give a shit who's on the board. I mean, I want Quentin Mitchell, man. Like, it's not even close for me. I mean, I love Bo Nix, but I can probably get by with Aiden, bro, like dead ass. I don't think the quarterback's as crucial as the cornerback. I mean, the cornerback is fucking crucial to me, in my personal opinion.
I actually agree with the corner. I think it's possible we could take a quarterback, a Penix or a Bo Nix in the second round. It's possible.
I mean, when you look at Bo, he's always moving, man. He's always moving. His feet are always moving. He gets out of scrappy little plays, dude. I mean, this guy's a really good player, man. He's no slouch, and he has really good fakes. He has really good throw on the run. His accuracy is dead ass, dude. I mean, this dude has it all. This guy has it all, man. Like, if it was me, this is what I would target. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, look at that play. Fucking fake, stands back there, fucking gets off, gets back out underneath and throws a touchdown. I mean, this guy, I like Bo a lot, man. I'm just saying straight up, I would take this guy over any of them. I've said it the whole time, and I'll stand by it. I would take Bo Nix, man. He's got a great arm. I mean, fucking dude, he's no slouch, man. He's no slouch at all. He gets put in the right system with the right players, and this guy's going to be so deadly it won't even be funny. And not only that, he can run. He's mobile. He can run. He can throw. He can do it all. And I just think if we have a good offensive line and a good offense and a good defense, you don't have to have the greatest quarterback to go out and do it. This guy's going to get us to the playoffs for multiple years. I mean, he's going to get us there for multiple years, dude. It's not like we're not going to go to the playoffs with him, dude. I mean, I really like that receiver too. I think if that's who it is, I don't know if that was him. It might have been. That's the halfback that they have us looking at, Bucky. But I mean, Bo is just so accurate, dude. It's just not even funny. I mean, really good player, man. I mean, if we took him at 13, I would not be mad in any way, shape, or form. Like him or Quentin. Like those would be my two dudes. Like if I'm just being honest, it would be my two guys as him and Quentin Mitchell, man. mean, he gaps it right. Look at all three of those dudes. Like, why the fuck none of you guys got that? I mean, look at they're all just looking at each other. I mean, he just slid it right through the fucking middle of all of them. Slap.
Normally, I wouldn't even think about Oregon quarterbacks because of the past history with the Oregon Duck quarterbacks until Justin Herbert came in and he just changed all that. And then you get a Bo Nix who kind of resembles Justin Herbert a little bit.
Yeah, dude, and he's got great play style, great tangibles. I'm telling you, man, I don't know why people don't like this guy, but I think they're dumb as hell for not liking him, man. I mean, this dude is a great player, man. He's a great player.
Yeah. But yeah, if we were to get him, he would actually be a total threat to Aiden O'Connell because he has a much better arm than Aiden O'Connell. I mean, if you think about it, Aiden O'Connell had a better arm than the whole other quarterbacks because they were all weak arm guys, you know.
Oh, dude, this guy beats Aiden in mobility, arm, awareness, fucking accuracy. Yeah. I mean, Bo beats Aiden probably in every category.
More of a skills quarterback. He's more of a skills quarterback. I think that's what Josh McDaniels was trying to build him, turn him into a Tom Brady type. I think that's what he was, or even like those were his guys. Even I don't think Tom Brady was ever truly his guy. I think guys like Mac Jones, that was his project. And when Josh McDaniels was gone, and then you saw Mac Jones's production, it just dropped completely.
Yeah, this guy is the real deal, man. I mean, I would fucking no, not Troy Franklin. His name is Cordelius Johnson or something like that.
Yeah. Denver, I think this might sound crazy, but I think Denver might think about trying to get a quarterback. Well, they don't have a second round pick, so
that's facts, Jimothy. If Peyton gets this guy, it's a fucking done deal for us, bro. I mean, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
We'd be stupid as fuck to let fucking Sean Payton get fucking Bo Nix. If Sean Payton gets Bo Nix and you see what he did with Drew fucking Brees, he's going to kill it with this guy, dude. He's going to kill it with this guy. Well, if he gets Penix, he's not going to have the same production as he will with Bo Nix. Look at how much scrappier Bo Nix is in the backfield, bro. He's way more agile. He's way more quicker. He's got way better legs, dude. I mean, this dude this guy's the better option. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Watch. I'll bet anything we're going to pick this fucking guy over Bo or Penix. I'll bet anything, dude. Like, there's nobody going to go out and tell people like, oh, this is the quarterback we want, because other teams will hone in on that motherfucker. If people start talking about Penix, oh, we want Penix, and then fucking you get the Broncos over there thinking like, fuck, they want Penix. Guess what's going to happen? It's going to be like the fucking deal that we did with the Cowboys. The Cowboys talked about getting Connor Cook fucking that whole time. They were like, fucking Connor Cook. So you know what we did? We were like, fuck it, let's jump them and we'll get Connor Cook. They got Dak Prescott. Connor Cook wasn't even in the league fucking few years later. Like, people do that shit all the time. Smoke screens they're famous in the fucking draft time, dude. So to sit here and act like Penix would be the better option, I can't see it, man. Bo is way more agile. He's more mobility. I've said it. He got way better fucking accuracy, dude. Like, he has 70+ percentile accuracy. He literally threw for 4,500 yards, 45 touchdowns, fucking 3 interceptions, dude. He had a fucking 92.1 QBR, dude. Like, no, Bo is no fucking slouch. So I don't know where any person even got that idea or even thought that, but they need to fucking go learn some football, and that's straight fucking facts, dude. I believe if you're just going to straight talent and you put Penix and Bo side by side, Bo way more athletic than Penix, dude. I don't even see it even being close. So for me, I've said it from day one. I've said it since last year. I literally said when we were trying to trade when I thought we were going to trade for CJ Stroud, I said it. I said it then. I said if we don't get CJ Stroud this year, we need to go after Bo Nix next year. I said it then, and I'm going to stand by it here to this day. So to me, I think Bo is the best fit for us as a team. We will go to the playoffs with fucking Bo. There's no doubt about it. But this is why I've said I would probably just roll with Aiden, because it's not like Aiden lacks, you know, maybe he doesn't have all the, you know, the good looking shit and everything like that. But I do believe Aiden offers a lot of things still too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think like Aiden should just be looked past like he's not good at all, because that's not even true. You know what I mean? Like, you see right there, Aiden O'Connell throws for 536 yards, is produced tops Michigan. I told you he beat number 2 fucking ranked Michigan. Motherfucker threw for 536 fucking yards, but he sucks, right? I mean, it doesn't talk about a fucking guy that sucks throwing for that against the number 2 ranked fucking team in the league. I don't know if this highlight, we'll look at this and see. I haven't seen this one, so I don't know. But I've always said when I watched Aiden when he was sitting there, he has a great arm, dude. He's got good accuracy. He can go and pick up first downs, dude. It wasn't like Aiden just was some sorry-ass quarterback. I mean, he makes good throws. And I've said, like, even when we were in the season last year, I said, you know, like, if Purdue is able to produce this with Aiden, why are we – what are we saying? Purdue has a better fucking system than we do? Like, I don't think so. So I don't understand how Purdue can get the production from Aiden, but we can't give it to him. Like, that's bullshit. We can most definitely give it to him. We just got to give him the right fucking coach and the right players around him. And, I mean, look at him. He looks like he's running around back there the whole time. Every time when he hikes the ball, he moving out to the right, moving out to the left, dude. Like, for whatever reason, Bo Hardigree just had him sitting in the fucking pocket. And I'm not going to sit here and say, like, Aiden's just this fast-ass mobile dude, but he most definitely can move around in the pocket. And I've said it, dude. Like, the offensive coordinators have to be held responsible for not doing their fucking job. If the offensive coordinator ain't doing his fucking job teaching O'Connell how to read the progressions or where to be or what to go. Look at all these guys. They're like first fucking snap reads, dude. Fucking first, second possession reads. Why didn't we do that for him? Look at that. That was his third progression right there, dude. He went through 3 people right there and dots them for a touchdown right between 2 fucking dudes. But Aiden sucks, right? You know, like, no, he does not, man. The guy is a good quarterback, dude. And if we give him the right shit, this guy will win. He will win, and he'll get it done here. So, as much as I like Bo, and as much as I think Bo gives us a great chance to win, I would take Quentin Mitchell. Quentin Mitchell would give us the better option as the team, because I believe we already have a quarterback that can get us wins, dude. I mean, he's not going to go over there and fucking run like, you know, Lamar Jackson, dude, but we don't need him to run like Lamar Jackson. So for me, I'm gonna, like I said, if I'm gonna make a pick at the 13th pick, just by looking at the stuff and knowing the stuff I know, I'm gonna go Quentin Mitchell 9 out of 10 times. I mean, you can't get me to think otherwise. I don't think Bo's gonna be a better player than Aiden. Like, I don't think that's probably even debatable. But what I would say is I don't think it's gonna. So, like, for instance, this is what I was trying to say to a guy the other day, was that if the Raiders won 8 games last year, are we really saying that we want to give 4 first-round picks to only win 2 or 3 more games this year? Like, that's crazy as fuck, dude. Like, the odds are we're only going to win 10 or 11 games. So why would we be giving up that much draft capital to just win 2 or 3 more games than what we won with Aiden? Like, that it has zero effect, man. Like, I don't think I want to jeopardize it like that. If it was me, man, I'm just going to roll with Aiden, give him the people he needs, and he's probably going to give us 10, 11 wins. It's going to make us a playoff team regardless, dude. I mean, it doesn't matter if the team goes out and wins 15 games and only loses 2. Those guys go home all the time, dude. So, I mean, it's just about getting to the playoffs, man. That's the biggest thing for me, and I think if we had 11 wins or 10, 11 wins, we're going. So, and I think if Aiden's getting us 10 or 11 wins, means that our team is consistent all the way around. It's not just a one-sided team where it's offense versus defense or not. So, like I said, I mean, if I'm just being honest, man, I'd probably have to go with Quentin Mitchell would be my pick. Because I think Aiden is good enough to go with Mitchell. I think either one of them will be good enough to go. get us one, and we can always get a UDFA quarterback or somebody with that fact go in the later rounds again. Like I said, get a quarterback, you know. So I don't know, but with everybody that's here in the chat, man, and everybody talking, if you guys don't mind, just put in like, so if we do a mock draft right now, what player do you guys want to see us take? Quentin Mitchell, Bo Nix, Penix, or JC Latham? So if you guys don't mind, just put it in there. I'll get a mock draft, get ready, started up here, and then wherever we have the most people, Rudy, who would you pick? Who would you pick out of them?
I'll be honest with you. I know that the quarterback drafts, they've been looking at it like Penix and Bo Nix likely are going to go in the second round. That's it. And the Raiders could get one of them possibly in the second round. But if you're going to go for player, Quentin Mitchell would be a much better take because it's hard to get a good corner, and you won't. And if you get a corner right now, like Quentin Mitchell, he'll be a right now starting corner. You could get a starting quarterback possibly in the second round if you want to. I did a mock draft where I got Bo Nix in the second round. I got Quentin Mitchell in the first, the 13th pick, and I got Bo Nix in the 44th pick, and I did get an O lineman, a safety, a wide receiver, which would be Johnny Wilson. Of course, and I also got Joe Milton in the 223rd pick. I mean, and did get an edge rusher, but I didn't get a defensive tackle at all. Just a guard. Well, actually, I did get a tackle, but yeah, you could possibly get Bo Nix in the second round. It depends. I don't know if Denver is going to play it too safe and go for Bo Nix. Some were saying they should go for JJ McCarthy.
Hey, Cortez, if you keep fucking blocking him, I'm gonna take your mods off, bro. I've already said my channel ain't here to fucking play with people and do that shit, so I just quit fucking doing it. Yeah, I mean, I would probably favor the corner, to be honest, too. So, if it was me, he said Bo Nix personally. I mean, like I said, I ain't gonna be upset if we take Bo Nix. So Tori, who would you pick? Ozzy, who would you pick? Who do you guys want to see? Do you want to see us go after Mitchell? Who would you want to see? Mitchell, 3 Mitchells. Ozzy, who do you want? Cortez will pick Penix. I already know Cortez is going to pick Penix. This guy Matt up here said that he would pick Mitchell. So let's just do mock draft and start with Mitchell and see where we go. Mock draft. So, Pro. We'll go 7. We'll go fast.
Yeah.
Then we'll go Raiders. So usually you can tell like right away if this has got any realism behind it. Any realism, Caleb, Drake, Baden, Marvin, Joe, all neighbors. I mean, those are all pretty realistic for sure. McCarthy falling down there, I don't know. But anyway, so long story short, we're going to go Quentin Mitchell with our first pick because that's who we all decided on. So we're going to take Quentin Mitchell with the 3rd pick.
Yeah, Denver didn't even go quarterback.
Now look, if it was me, I would just go Cooper Beebe here, man. Cooper Beebe would be the right guard that we need to help fill out our line. That would be a great add to our team, man. Like I think Cooper Beebe, if we were to get that right guard, man, and have Munford or Wagner there, I would say our team would be fucking pretty damn locked up. This guy right here don't mess around. This guy is a balling ass dude. We can even watch his highlights. We can watch his highlights, but this dude right here, he's no joke. And I think, like I said, he would make. Yes, babe, we're almost done. Okay. I know you're having a tough day today, huh? You having a tough day? Is that right? Oh, no, it's okay. Sonny will be back. I mean, just give Sonny a little while longer, okay? Sonny, I know you're sad, babe. Sonny will come back. You don't want him to go. I think he'll be back. Okay, I don't think. I don't know. Like I said, let's just give him this weekend and we'll go put up signs and stuff and try to look for him.
Okay, but if he doesn't come back,
I don't know.
within a week,
Alright.
we still have a great back.
You want to get your chair and stay here?
No.
We're going to play Fortnite. Let us do this contract and then hop off and play some Fortnite. Alright. I'm finished doing this. Your dang cat ran away, man, and she just. I mean, for me, man, I'm just saying, like, Bo and them are probably not going to be on the board, so I'm not even going to entertain picking either one of them. Darius, I mean, he's not a bad. I'm telling you, I think Cooper BB, man. So, like, I've mocked this box 1,000 times. When you start moving farther into the draft, you're not going to get a guy as solid as Cooper BB at that guard position. It's just not going to happen. I mean, you can get a guy that's in that position, you can get a guy around there, but you are not going to get a guy of his caliber. So I'm going to pick Cooper Beebe, man. We can debate the next and the next, but I think Cooper Beebe with I think starting out with Mitchell and Beebe, I think we would be looking pretty decent. So going from here, basically, I mean, Fisk has been in this numerous times, so it's not unrealistic. Cole Bishop's a badass safety. I mean, I would most definitely kind of think about him, but I don't know. You know, like I said, a safety, I don't know if it's that big of a priority. I don't even know if the DT, like I said, position. I mean, if we were to pick up Fisk here and say that he was even a real option, I think we'd be, I mean, it'd probably be, if I'm just being honest with this pick, 87, so we're at 77. If Cole Bishop was there, I would take him. Like, I'll just be dead ass honest. I'll take this boy. He's probably one of the best in the nation here, dude. I mean, he's most definitely a little badass. There's no doubt about it. So, but the odds of having Cole Bishop there, I just can't see it. I think he'll be gone, man. So I'm not a Wallace fan here. I mean, this guy here, he's just too inconsistent on things for me. I mean, he's got nice traits, but I don't know, man. I mean, you got Blake Corum, you got Jeremiah Trotter. I mean, you got Wallace, Bishop. I mean, Bullock wouldn't matter in this country. He's got DUI. I don't even want to look at him. I mean, I would probably favor in this one here, probably more. Look at that. Penix all the way still on the board. Bullshit.
Devondre Sweat dropped too.
Yeah, he's dropped on the board because of his drinking. That's why. So out of these players, so we'll just pick out of these players. You got Cole Bishop. You have Wallace, Travian Wallace, Blake Corum, or Jeremiah Trotter. Which one of those guys would you want?
Well, I'd like I forget how big Cole Bishop is. How big is he?
Cole Bishop is fucking 6'2". Yeah, 6'2".
That's a good size safety. He can play. I don't know if he's a free or strong. He's a free. I can still take him anyway.
Yeah.
And you can move Trevon Merrick to strong. He can play both positions.
And you can move Marcus Epps down into the box.
No,
because Marcus Epps is a box safety to begin with.
Yeah, he's kind of small though. That's what I don't like. He's undersized a little bit.
If Cole Bishop was there, I mean, I would have to favor Cole Bishop if it was me. I mean, if I'm thinking about Wallace, Corum, or Trotter, I'm probably taking Cole Bishop. Not even a debate. But if Bishop's not there, it would probably be between Wallace and Corum and Trotter. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it'd probably just come down to the linebacker, to be honest. It would probably be, because I said I don't think it'd be smart to go halfback. So I think that pick would more. Cole Bishop's not going to be there, dude. I can't see him being there at 77, at 75. I just can't see it. He's too good of a player. So let's just do this, right? Let's pick between Travian Wallace and Jeremiah Trotter. What linebacker would you prefer?
I heard of Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I forget how big he was. Is he more of an inside linebacker?
Yeah, yes. His dad was a little badass, dude. I mean, his dad was a badass motherfucker, that's for sure. What did you get in the chat? We see Trotter. Go Trotter. Yeah, they the fucking Penix and the Croc and shit. That's why we're not fucking even entertaining that shit.
Yeah, like I said, if you take a linebacker in the third round, most likely he'll be a backup linebacker and will probably play mostly on special teams.
So I'm down for Trotter. I'm down to take Jeremiah Trotter here.
Mind getting a second generation football player.
I've always said when you get guys like him, it's a good thing because of the fact that he has his dad to go back on. So you good with Jeremiah Trotter here?
Yeah, I'll be good with him.
All right. Plus, he was a massive need, like I said. Well, not massive need, more of a need, but like I said, freaking this is where things will start to get fishy here because you start getting into this round. I mean, I don't even know if we'll have a quarterback on the board anymore. I think it's going to be Milton and Travis. They're going to have to go by the next round, by the next pick for sure. Your mic is scratching hella hard, dude.
Oh, that's my headphones. That's what it is. It's yeah. I don't know. It's scratchy or anything. It's a cheap phone. You know, it's an Android paid phone.
So for me, like in this pick here, I've said edge is a pretty big need for us. I'm on the Jalen Hunt fucking train here, man. Like I would take Jalen Hunt here. Edge is gonna be a need. Edge is gonna be a need for sure. Pollock isn't gonna be on the board, dude. He won't be here. I'm pretty sure. And I don't like fucking Demirian. I'd pass on him. And Bucky, I've said I don't know if Bucky would be a good option if he was here. If Bucky was here, I don't know. I'd probably consider because of the fact that he is good scat back, halfback, man. Blake Fisher is another one that can go here. I mean, Blake could be another good option here. I'm not even looking at the tight end. So, I mean, for me, I'm just gonna say the only two people that make sense at this pick is Blake Fisher and fucking Jalen Hunt. But you got to remember, we're at pick 112. We're at pick 112, and to have Blake Fisher still being on the board, I don't see it happening. It's not that it's unrealistic. It can most definitely happen. But I'm telling you, I think Jalen Hunt is the pick here, man. This dude's a machine right here. He had a badass combine right here, and he's probably like one of the better. He's one of the better. Yeah, he's not bad either. Yeah, don't touch because you're gonna pick one of my deals. So don't touch my screen. Edge is massive mean. I don't know. So basically, I would just say out of Fisher and Hunt, who do you have?
Well, Blake Fisher would be good in the future. He's like maybe within 2 to 3 years, he could be a starter. Like say, Miller, you can move Month to left tackle and then move him to right tackle. I mean, that's that would be something to think about. But if you were to get an edge rusher right now, they're both really at the same level of depth, and getting an edge rusher for depth is not good as a rotational. I would have said Blake Fisher, but I'm thinking we get guards. Guards come a dime a dozen. Edge rushers are very sometimes. So I'd probably go with the edge rusher.
I would too. I'm for Jalen Hunt here, dude. I mean, I've tagged this guy to us almost every time. Your mic is just screeching hella hard, dude.
Nothing. I did get a my app using like Chrome the Chrome on my the StreamYard, and it just stopped one time, and I had to re-jump on here. There's nothing I can do with it unless you want me to jump off, and I can jump right back in.
Yeah, I would probably try to jump out and back in because that thing's just scratching too fucking much.
Let me do that.
All right. All right, I'll go back and watch. Yeah, because it's just the whole time just. So in this round here, this one is at the 148. 148. I mean, look, Luke McCaffrey would be a great pick right here too. I mean, this guy had a really good combine. I mean, I would take Luke here at the 155 for sure. We're gonna need 2 quarterbacks. Or I said 2 quarterbacks. We're gonna need 2 receivers. But I'm not saying we'll draft 2 receivers, but Luke here would be a pretty good option.
But Luke is
Here, Washington.
But Luke is on the Raider one.
No, he's gonna be a Raider. We're picking him to be a Raider.
Yeah, I picked Luke.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that shit is just too fucking loud, man. I mean, that shit is just. I'm gonna pick Luke here, man. I think Luke McCaffrey would be a good ad here. I mean, like I said, I'm almost favored to not even go after a quarterback in the draft. I mean, Joe Milton, we would have to take Joe Milton right here. What? No, I'm not. Do you see me get off? Now chill. So if it was me, I'd probably go. Oh fuck! This is where it's gonna get tricky if you wanted to do it, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would do it, man. I just think it's too. You're trying to give up too much to try to make certain things happen. I mean, if I'm just being honest, man, I would probably, if I'm just gonna try to go, I mean, like I said, when you start getting to a point where you're gonna force picks. If it was me, if Joe Milton's not at the 1 or at the 212 pick, I would just fucking go for Sam Hartman. I mean, if I'm just being honest, because I don't think it's worth trying to trade out and then trade down and miss. I just don't think it's worth it, and I don't think giving up our draft picks would be worth it either. So for me, I'm gonna go with fucking. I think I'm gonna go with. Oh, hold on. Let me see if Rudy's back.
Yeah,
I think what I'll do is go Luke McCaffrey, and if fucking what's his name's there, we'll grab him, Milton. But I don't think he will be. I think Milton's gonna get taken right here soon. He's gonna get grabbed.
Yeah.
If he didn't get grabbed and he's on the board, it's unrealistic. He won't be there. I mean, he won't be on the board. He's not going to be. Nope. See, the Broncos took him, and I was thinking about trading after them too to begin with. So that's my point. It makes zero sense to just try to target the only guy that seems targetable if you're going to do drafting like that is fucking Spencer, man. Spencer Rattler is the only one that will fit into the area where we need him to be.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Banner. I mean, Banner, where,
No.
where the fuck did he get picked at? There ain't no fucking way he's in the top 100. There's no fucking way.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
This guy right here, man. I feel like we're gonna grab this guy. I have a feeling we're gonna end up picking this dude up.
Yeah.
All right. So what pick are we at, man? We are at the 208. Are we at 208?
think
208, right? Yep, 208. All right, so let's go to all. I don't think we've taken a safety yet, right? We don't have a safety on the board yet.
No, we don't. We don't.
Choice here for a safety. So Trey Taylor, Val, however you say his name, Stanley. Probably be good for one of these guys.
You know, don't say their size or anything.
5'11".
Most likely they'll play special teams.
I'm probably taking Trey Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm going to just take Trey Taylor. I think he'll be the ideal. Charles Turner. I like fucking Hamilton. Fuck, I should have waited one more. I would have taken him. 6'2", 193. I think this is the dude. I think this is the guy. Let's see here. Let's just look here and see what. Oh fuck. Damn it! It won't let me put up two at one time. That's some bullshit. Let me just see what position this fucking guy. Yes, babe, we're almost at the end of this draft. I just got a few more, then we will go. But I just want to see who this guy is. We'll look at this highlight. Yeah, we just have like two more to go. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick that receiver. I'm gonna pick this receiver right here, Missouri State. Fucking.
Yeah.
And then I got a guy here. If he's still here, he's gonna be at like the 50 pick, which would be a good. There's no way they took that fucking guy. I swear, these fucking dudes. Yep, right there, Frank. Fucking and the Chiefs are the ones that get him. Okay, fucking douchebags. Swear. AJ Banner would probably just be the best pick if we're just looking at overall pick here. And I even said I didn't even want to get it tied in. Anderson, I don't even know much about this guy. 6'4", 250. I mean, if there was any reason why Banner was still there, he would be the best option. I'm just gonna take Banner. Fuck it. Be Quentin Mitchell, Cooper Beebe, Jeremiah Trotter, Jalen Hunt, Luke McCaffrey, Trey Taylor, Ryan Forms, AJ Barner. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be even draft. I mean, it can most definitely happen for sure. My kid wants to fucking play Fortnite, man. So I'm probably gonna.
Yeah, my phone's getting hot. Yeah.
Yeah. So long story short, man, I appreciate all you guys showing up here tonight, man. It's a pretty good draft. I mean, I would roll with that draft. I don't have an issue with it. I think, like I said, as we get closer, probably on Saturday, we'll probably do an actual mock draft for the draft. So we'll be ready for Thursday and so on. But outside of it, man, like I said, I really do appreciate all you guys stopping by tonight. Watch the replays, all the deals, highlights, everything like that. So we're getting close, man. There's going to be a lot of rumor talk and bullshit smoke coming out here over these next few days. So I want to buy into every single deal they get told out there, So I would just think logically of who we'd go after, who we're going to get, and probably just use common sense for half of these fucking topics, especially the ones that, Mitch is going to keep putting out there. Just some straight bullshit, but whatever, Outside of it, man, I hope you guys have a great night. Really do appreciate you guys stopping by. If we were to end up with the draft like this, I wouldn't be against it because, like I've said, Quentin Mitchell is a massive need. Cooper Beebe, man, he'd be a phenomenal right guard for us. Jeremiah Trotter, man, be another additional to our linebacker group. Jalen Hunt, I've said ever since the very first mock drafts we've done, I've mocked him to us every damn time. This dude's a phenomenal edge player. He's got speed. He's got ability. He got it all, man. I mean, he'd be a great player to add on there. Luke McCaffrey had a great combine over there, man. He had a really good combine. So I want to be against that pick. Trey Taylor, another good pick too. I mean, I don't know if he'd be there, but if he was there and we were able to grab him, I'd most definitely grab him. The wide receiver here, he's like a Jacoby Myers type player. He's got good field separation, things of that. I mean, like I said, for later round picks, AJ Barron, I don't think we need him, but if he was there, listen, if Crum was there, I would take Crum, the tackle, over AJ. But if Crum ain't there, I'm just going to take the best available player on the board. So, and that would have been AJ Barner. But I do believe this guy here, will be a guy that's going to be on AP's board, I believe. I believe Bro Torrance is going to be on AP's draft board, and he may come as a UDFA, I would imagine. But I do believe that this will be a guy that we will try to look at. This guy's not a bad player at all. I mean, I like him a lot. I'm not gonna lie. If we were to grab him in the UDFA or the seventh round and we were able to get him, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude, he got blanket skills. He can get after people. He's got good coverage. He's tall. He's got that Jack Jones vibe coming from the same area, same school. Like I said, I would not be against him if we picked him up as a UDFA and then. He earned his way onto the team. but he's got good tackling. He's got good awareness, good coverage. Like I've said, I want to be against this guy at all.
Yeah.
He's got that fucking anger, bro. Like, he's got that anger. Look at that. He just dumps that fool. He fucking put thumbs down. This was the receiver I was looking at when I hopped over there real quick. He does fucking stiffed arm the fuck out of that guy. Ooh. Either way, that guy is not a bad pick if we were to get him in the, 6th round or so. So, I mean, I don't think that would be a bad pickup for him. Where was he, the 6th, 7th pick? So, I mean, and you got to think, man, Telesco is probably going to trade some picks, not have as many or so. So, either way, man, but outside of it, like I said, I appreciate all you guys stopping by tonight. I hope you guys have a great night. Don't drink and drive, man. Get ready for the draft, dude. I've said we'll put out the links for our Discord here pretty soon. We will be going live in the Discord, and we will be showing the draft from the Discord on draft day for our first round picks and our seconds and so on. So we'll most definitely be live in the Discord for all them. And as we get closer to the date, we'll release the link and everything for there. And anybody that wants to join up and be a part of our live while we're doing it, you're more than welcome to join in. But outside of that, I hope you guys have a great night. And you have anything you want to add or say anything, Rudy, real quick, or what?
Man, my phone actually lasted this long. Yeah, the Discord will work good on my phone. It just doesn't do well. The StreamYard doesn't do well with it, because when I go over 100, when it goes over an hour or so, it starts to get hot, and then it says Chrome isn't responding, and and that's what it's doing. And I couldn't exit out one time. But other than that, though, yeah, that'd be cool to be on the Discord on Saturday. I'll try. If I'm at my brother's, I could maybe do it. It would be all right, I believe. If not, I'll just let you know. I might be at my brother's.
All right, heck yeah.
Is it this Saturday?
It'll be next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday? Oh, I'll be here.
Yep.
Then. Thursday
Yep, next Thursday it'll be the draft.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Ugh.
What time is
All
it
right.
in the morning time?
I would have to actually check and see the exact time. I don't know the exact time yet. So when we go live on Saturday, I can let you guys know.
Okay, I should be good anyway. I think so. Let me check. Today's Thursday. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm looking at a schedule because I take my mother out for her doctor's appointment.
All right, get your deal on if you want to play.
Okay.
Yeah, Thursday should be fine then.
All right, well, hell yeah. So basically, we'll be live again on Saturday, man. And then outside of that, I hope you guys have a great night and stay safe. And we'll catch you then, man.
How dare you say something else?
Later, everyone.
Saturday.
Later, man.
Peace, Saturday.
This community is the cradle of professional football. When our heroes of the past become our legends of the future, and we all know time never really stops for the great ones. It reaches out and wraps them in a cloak of immortality. It was in 1963 that it was on to Oakland. I was 33 years old. I was the head coach, general manager, and I can remember attack, pressure, the vertical game, the bump and run, just win, baby, dominate, commitment to excellence, the famed silver and black, pro football's dynamic organization, take what you want, pride and poise, the reborn players, the holy roller, the miracles of George Blanda, goes to the post, the immaculate reception, the indestructible Jim Otto, George Blanda, the greatest clutch player the game has ever known, Willie Brown, the magnificent cornerback, Gene Upshaw, the only player who played the Super Bowl as a starter in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, Ted Hendricks, the consummate linebacker. Fred Blitnikoff isn't with us today. He's a coach for the Raiders. 14 years, and I don't have to tell you about his artistry. And of course, the magnificent Art Shell, the giant head coach of the Raiders today. Tom Flores, a star player who coached us to 2 Super Bowls. You throw in Al Davis, and you've had as diverse a group as you could find in this world. And yet, there was a common bond. They played for the organization. They wanted to win for the organization. They loved their organization. And most of all, they loved each other.
And to the people and the community in Oakland, we're proud to represent you and we intend to hold it.
I just want to say, 2 years ago, when we came to Los Angeles, I really believed that the greatness of the Raiders would be in its future. And with all the great teams we've had, I think today that this organization, this team, this coaching staff dominated so decisively that 2 things must be said. Not only, in my opinion, are you the greatest Raider team of all time, I think you're ranked with the great teams of all time that have ever played any professional sport.
$10:38.